Just got my new knife in the mail. This is the Swamp Rat Ratmandu, baby. Been actually waiting about 5 months to get this guy. I'm really stoked about it. I got it with the tan coated blade with the tan canvas micarta. It's very grippy. Finger choil. The coating on this isn't like the Becker coatings and stuff. It's really baked on. It really almost looks like lizard skin. I'm not sure if you can see that on there. It's really cool though. Great knife. Here's the sheath it came with, the tactical cardboard. Put that in there. Sharpened by Dave. You know, these things come incredibly obtuse. And let me just go ahead and show you guys. I have tried to touch it up a bit. But actually, this is really how obtuse it comes. They don't come very sharp at all. Which is fine. You know, these knives really have a reputation for being indestructible. So they're really kind of designed for people to really abuse. I do prefer a much sharper knife, but the thing about these is, yes, they do almost have to make them so obtuse so that they don't break on people when they're doing stuff like, as you can see down here, just, okay, it's really for stuff like that, alright, and it's supposed to be tough enough that it rolls more than chips when it does stuff like that. You know, I don't really particularly care for features like that, to be honest with you. I prefer just something that's incredibly sharp and holds an edge for a long time, but I'm going to go ahead and step out of my comfort zone and check out something like this because the Swamp Rat knives come highly revered. So, go ahead and see how well I can carve some feathers here on the stick of destiny. So even though it's not incredibly sharp, we're still able to get some decent curls on there. So I actually wanted to try something out. We have one of these Smith pocket sharpening stones. You know, I'm kind of a sharpening snob. I kind of frown on these guys, but this is really what probably most people are going to be using. So let's go ahead and give this a try. Just remember light pressure though when you're using it. And sometimes it almost works better if you just use it like so. That way you can have even lighter pressure. But you know, as I'm looking at this, I'm not even sure if it's actually hitting the edge because it's so thick. So let's go ahead and see what this has done. Looks like we're able to cut the paper better. Maybe a little bit more actually. I'm going to stick with the carbide because the ceramic is actually at a steeper angle. So I don't believe it'll actually, it doesn't look like the ceramic was actually touching the edge like the carbide is. And why am I doing this? Well, you know, I'm actually going to go ahead and be touching this up on my work sharp so I don't mind too much. About as good as it's going to get. I am seeing some reflections though from my little foolhardy endeavor to show you guys how incredibly tough this knife is from hitting the concrete. So it's just like every other knife really. There's nothing really magical about this. Let's go ahead and have some fun here. I got this cool piece of sycamore round I've actually been saving for this knife. I actually couldn't wait to test it out. I always usually test my knives before I get out in the field because I want to see what properties they have. Let's go ahead and check this out here. Looks like I'm going to need a new one of those. Yeah, that's probably why you probably shouldn't go straight for the center of something like that. But you know what? We're just kind of having fun here. yeah, I'll probably just go ahead and get an axe for this. But that's kind of our initial review. This is just my kind of first impressions. It's kind of foolhardy to get through this nice piece of hardwood right here. But great knife. We're really going to have to sharpen this guy up to see what it can do. Highly recommended.